very hard worker, very hard worker, and she's very determined and quite the visionary, and very focused on always doing the right thing, no matter what she's doing. And this definitely shows in her work ethic, and has made her as successful as she is today.
As the chairman, in a sense, part of what I do is represent the ownership. The owners are so proud that the bank is a citizen in the community. And Ginger, you know, she is in 110% on anything she does, and that includes, as you said, Leadership Broward, the Pace Center for Girls, 4Kids of South Florida, and many more. There's always something going on at the bank to help these groups, but she gives her time, and she's a very busy executive, and she goes all the way and takes some of these things on herself, and it's very important to her, and I don't think she would even enjoy the job if that were not part of it.
I think she has become very deliberate, especially in the last few years, in what she chooses to do and what she devotes her time to and her efforts. And they are all things that are important to her and important to our community. So I think that's what makes her successful, is that she really spends her time, devotes her time to very important things.
Because she displays that passion, again, I'm going to say more through her enthusiasm and her energy. You know, people would comment the first time they'd meet her. Customers that I'd known for a long time would say to me, my goodness, where does she get that, you know, energy? And, you know, we say friendliness, but it's a sincere warmth that, you know, she exudes. And I think that's where the passion comes across as a part of her just daily living.
She once invited the whole board of directors in to learn about some things she and senior management had been doing with an outside consultant. And I was prepared for some PowerPoints and financial graphs and charts and the typical banking props. But we got in there and thought we had stumbled onto the set of Saturday Night Fever, and I couldn't recognize our officers in their disco attire, and there in the middle of it, under the mirror ball with the beat thumping, was Ginger with the big 70s hair and spangles, and they had a disco, ain't no stopping us now, we're on the move. And boy, if there was ever any doubt, it was gone, that she was gonna move things forward in a special way, not your grandpa's banker, but a very effective way.
Ginger's well-being, if you look at her, you see her as a happy person, and people think, how can she be like that all the time? She actually is, because, you know, I know her personally and through business and through organizations, and it's because she has what I would consider to be well-being. She, in all aspects of her life, in her personal life, her business life, what she does for improving our community. So I think she's the epitome of well-being.
Community is very important to Ginger, because she's the type of person that she sees a need and she has to make a difference. She has to be that catalyst that either brings things to the forefront or brings things to light, and is always looking at ways to help people, because she's all about people.
Driven more so than most people I've encountered in the workplace, and personally as well. Yes, her accomplishments are just incredible.
When I first started off, it's just like even why I chose to go into accounting, because I wanted to make sure I had that, you know, good paycheck and didn't have to worry about a job. And then I was pretty focused early on in my career, kind of climbing the corporate ladder, and what's my title and what's my position. And I learned, though, along the way, that those things don't really satisfy in the long run. And there's always, you know, somebody that's got more than you do, and you start getting that whole comparison game. You can get very unhappy, quickly. And then I've since learned it's about, where's my heart? What are the things that really, move me? Whether it's make me angry, make me cry. What do I care about? And giving back to those causes, and having relationships, your people, friends, again, making a difference, contributing. That contribution, having meaning, having a life that has meaning is so much more important than really the dollar signs, I think, associated with your position.